Hey guys, what is up? Today I come to you with my first impression of Hatsukoi Monster, aka a first love monster. And just based on this first episode, it was wow, like I was cracking up from beginning to end. So from watching this episode, basically we have where our main character Kaho, she is a rich girl and she decides to live on her own. So she goes to this housing complex where many people can live there, and possibly and they pay rent just to live there, and it's a nice place too. And then she ends up meeting this really cute guy. He's tall, he's pretty looking, very bishonen. Like, this whole series is a shoujo, so it's going to be a lot of sparkles and flowers in the background, and the characters are going to look pretty. So far the colors and everything is very bright, very vibrant. Okay, sometimes even the characters' colors look like their hair color look like dual colors. It's a very pretty type of show. It's presenting itself to be very pretty. So she meets this guy and he saves her from getting run down by a truck when she was losing some type of gift that she got from her brother. And he actually scolds her because she grew up in a house in an environment where, because of her upbringing and because of her background, people would try to suck up to her, even to the point where her parents got her friends her own age just so they can be friends with her. So she never experienced what it's like to be scolded or being told that she's right or wrong for whatever she's done, because everybody's always been telling her yes. So she wanted to come out of that environment and try to grow up a little bit. So after getting saved from this guy who scolded her, automatically it's like love at first sight. We've seen these type of tropes, these cliches in many shoujo, and most of the time some of the guys might say, okay, I may take you up on that offer, but he's one of the few guys that's like, you're creepy, I don't even know you, I don't even know your name, why you're talking to me. And he walks off and she's really depressed about it. So to cut it down short, she finds out he lives in the same place as her, and he tells her his name, which is Kanade. And he's like, okay, fine, you can be my girlfriend, but how long will you be my girlfriend after you know the real me? So the promotional art poster that I saw, I couldn't believe it until it actually happened in this episode. We come to find out he's actually an elementary school kid who's in the 5th grade, and then he has 2 other friends that are as well in elementary. And I swear, these guys, they look like they belong in high school. Now Kaho, she's in high school, she's a first year. We meet 3 other people, 2 of them being in high school and 1 being a college student. They're gonna be reoccurring in the episodes, that I believe, but I didn't catch their names. It's not registered in my head as of yet, but as more episodes go by, I'll be able to remember their names. But this episode was so wild, even to the point where it's like there was a point where they were the 3 boys, they look like high schoolers compared to all of their other classmates. Like, how is that all their other classmates look like elementary school goers, like 10 to 11 years old, and they look like they belong in high school? And it's been going through my head thinking, okay, if they look like high schoolers right now, they're in the 5th grade and they're like 10 to 11 years old, what happens when they get into junior high, or if they get into high school? Are they going to be like the Ash of Pokemon in this series, where they don't physically age or something? They probably may age biologically, but they don't age physically, because everyone else that is younger or the same age as them looks their age. Even one of their best friends, who's deemed as the cool guy in their school, he looks his age. But these 3 dudes do not. And it got to the point in the episode where it's like they were playing a game. They were like playing some form of tag, like you have to be on higher up ground before you can get tagged. And I swear, they kept talking about their wieners. Like, it was like, yo, this one dude who his voice he has the same voice actor as Gintoki from Gintama, and like the minute he started speaking about wieners and everything, I said, nah, this is Gintoki in its form, in his younger form. Like, he's touching his junk and he's like, yo, don't touch me with your hands. It's like, oh, you don't want me to touch you? Okay, I'm gonna go touch you. And it's like, this thing was so wild, I could not stop laughing. I was like, they actually put this in a type of shoujo manga. It's like, oh my god. And the funniest thing is, like, it's different. There's an age gap, which I did say in one of my videos that I did yesterday that some people may not be comfortable with it, with the age gap. It's kind of reversed in this sense of, instead of the male being the older one, it's actually the female. But like, I want to know how Kaho is going to like wrap her mind around this whole thing, knowing that even though he looks to be her age, she looks the opposite of her age. She looks like an elementary school child instead of a high schooler. Even though he looks around to be her age, he's in fact very much younger than her. How is she gonna go about trying to be his girlfriend? And like, will we see maturity, especially from Kanade? Will we see him mature and grow up? Or like, you know, he still has the mind of a child, but him going through the process of going out with a girl that's much older than him, will he learn from her as well? She will learn from him to be somewhat like a child and have fun, while he also knows how to become mature as he grows older. Will we see that continuing on in the series, as well as the mishaps and the relationships that are being built by several other characters that are going to be in this storyline? I know there's going to be more characters that are going to come in, but this first episode just got me so hooked on. Like, it had me laughing. Like, I could not stop laughing and just being like, my mouth agape, because the thing was just too funny. And I was like, these kids, they don't have no shame. It's like, and you couldn't take it seriously. And the one thing that got me really, like, I said, this cannot be, was even though they are, like I said, they look older, the opening showed them half naked. And I was like, no, you cannot do that. They showed them like half naked, like showing their upper bodies. And I'm like, hold on, just because they look 16 or 17, they are still kids. So you can't be doing that. And then the ending song has nothing to do with the entire show. It's like a pop rock type of song, and none of the characters were in the ending. It was like total different characters, 3 old dudes playing other instruments, and then 2 young guys singing as the front leaders. It's just, show is just a whole mess. And I just, for shoujo, this is a must watch show of the summer 2016 lineup. Like, if you want a good comedy romance series, then Hatsukoi Monster is definitely the one for you to watch. So if you have not yet seen this episode, I advise you to go check it out and see for yourself if you like it or not. Also, I do know there is a manga, so I do advise manga readers to not spoil anything, but I would like to hear your opinion on how well they did the first episode compared to at least the first chapter of the manga. I never read the manga, but I do want to hear your opinion, but do not spoil anything for anime onlys. And anime onlys, how do you feel about this episode? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Will you continue watching or put it on hold? I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. And I'm Kimmy-chan of Anime Legends Podcast. The links are in the description box. You guys go check that out. And I will see you guys later. Bye.